Welcome to our presentation of The Vegan Case, a skit that evolves into a critical dilemma facing Protein Power Plates, a successful company known for its quality meat-centric meals. Our skit starts off in the corporate office of Protein Power Plates, where CEO Jamie Colvin and his sister CMO Mila Colvin are navigating a crossroads in the company's growth. Protein Power Plates, which has built its reputation around providing high-protein meals with real meat, is facing declining sales. Mila suggests that they look into plant-based meat alternatives and meet with the founder of V-Burger, a company that specializes in vegan burgers. Jamie is very resistant to change. He thinks that offering plant-based alternatives would dilute the company's core identity of serving real meat. Mila, on the other hand, sees an opportunity for growth in tapping into the growing vegan and vegetarian market. The team is divided on whether to embrace this shift, and this is where the conflict arises. In today's skit, we'll show how the Protein Power Plates executive team navigates this dilemma. They will need to decide whether adding a plant-based burger will align with their brand's identity or hurt them. By the end of the skit, the team will have to resolve their ethical dilemma and decide whether to move forward with a partnership with V-Burger or stick to their original menu. Good morning, Jamie.
Good morning.
I forwarded you that email from Indira about the V-Burger partnership. She's able to meet next week.
I'm not sure I understand. You want to meet with a plant-based burger company? We're all about real protein here at Protein Power Plates.
The market is currently changing. People start to move towards plant-based options, and our sales are flattening. V-Burger is a huge company, and if we don't look into this opportunity, we may miss it.
But we're built on real meat, not vegan-based burgers. Like, look at our tagline, let's meet.
We don't need to change at all. We're just adding one item to our menu to test out the market. Think about the customers that are environmentally conscious. There's definitely some potential here. We could keep our core offerings and just add to a plant-based option. It's a win for us and the environment.
Okay, I get what you're saying, but I'm not making any promises when we meet with you.
Hi, I'm the founder of V-Burger, and my name is Indra, and this is my presentation, and I think y'all be really interested in what I have to share with y'all today. As you can clearly see, the market for plant-based meat alternatives is rapidly growing. Tyson Food, Nestle, and Smithfield are experiencing rapid growth, but we are the first to develop a truly authentic plant-based burger that mimics texture, taste, and the look of beef. Since 2016, we've expanded into 2 major supermarkets, Safeway and Kroger.
But at Protein Power Plates, we built a brand around using real meat. If we start to use fake plant-based meat, wouldn't that confuse our customers?
No, not at all. Offering a plant-based option would actually give you more of an edge. Consumers are wanting more healthier, more sustainable choices, and we're not asking you to remove your current offerings. We just want you to add a new one.
The numbers are there, Jamie. If we're not offering a plant-based option, then we're missing out. Sales of plant-based foods grew 27% last year alone.
I'm concerned about how we integrate this in our kitchens. Our team's used to working with meat. How would a vegan item fit into our workflow?
I understand your concern. We can help with the training, and V-Burger can provide the product, and we'll help with the recipes and training staff.
I'm still not convinced.
Look, we can try it. Just for one item, 1 month. We'll test the waters, and if it's a flop, we pull it. If it's good, we can open up an entirely new market.
Alright. 1 item, 1 month. If it's a flop, taking it off the menu.
Alright guys, we're gonna be doing this. Got the V-Burger patties on the grill. Let's see what we're working with.
I don't know, Mila. That shit looks nasty.
Alright guys, here's the V-Burger.
I have to admit, that tastes pretty close to the real thing. I can definitely see people wanting that when eating healthier.
It's good. Maybe not as good as a real burger would be, but it's easier and healthier for people that want to eat plant-based option.
Alright, for me, similar, but not the same. Olga, you're the meat master. What do you think?
Well, I mean, it's definitely not what I used to. I love my meat, but I mean, I could give it a shot. I'm not really sure yet.
Jamie, you're my brother-in-law, but you have to listen. This is about the bigger picture. It's not about personal taste. It's about what the customers want.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I can try to make some recipes, but I don't think it's gonna be that big of a game changer.
I think we should give it a try, Jamie. If we market this right, I think it could really work.
If y'all all on board, I mean, I think it tastes good enough. I think we ought to give it a try.
Alright, so the V-Burger test didn't explode like we hoped, but we did see some growth. We sold about 50 regular burgers for one V-Burger, but the reviews were mostly positive. Some people loved it, but others weren't impressed.
And we didn't attract as many new customers as we'd hoped. There was some online backlash from the real meat crowd calling us too woke.
V-Burger did just offer us a one-year contract of $500,000, and I believe that this could be a great move for our future. What do you guys think?
It's not just about the sales number. The logistical side of integrating these plant-based products was more of a hassle than I expected. It's a small issue, but we had to reconfigure the kitchen to avoid contamination.
It was worth a shot. We learned a lot, but I'm not sure this is the right move for us in the long term. I don't believe it's worth the logistical hassle.
I've done the research and this is a relatively low investment for high potential outcome. The numbers are going to improve over time and the number of customers who buy plant-based products will double annually.
I believe that doubling down on getting better quality meats or diversifying in other ways would be a much better investment.
Yeah, making the meat taste up to our standards is very difficult and will take some time. It's possible, but I just don't think it'll be worth it.
That is a good point, Jamie, but with V-Burger, we will be an early adopter to new trends, and this investment is a higher upside.
But our company was built, again, on the brand of using real protein. Sales aren't already good. We're already being called too woke. Shouldn't we just stick with what's working?
I believe our brand will be better with this deal. Not only is plant-based healthier, but it's also better for the environment. And that would create a positive image for our company.
Well, I think it's worth exploring further. With a ramped-up marketing campaign and making the best plant-based meat, we can be the first to this untapped market. Let's all take a vote. I say yes.
I too say yes.
I say no.
I'm with him. I don't think so.
So that's 2 and 2. Jamie?
I'm gonna need some more time to think this over. Let's all meet tomorrow and then I'll come to my final conclusion. Alright, I'm out.
Alright, guys. Good meeting.
Great.
Nice meeting with you guys
Nice
today.
meeting with you guys.
See you guys tomorrow.
Mila texted me. Morning, Indra wants to answer on the one-year deal today. I think we should do it, but this one's up to you. Do what you feel is best for the company.
This is tough. I really can't believe I'm considering this deal now. Has it been my ego that's been blinding me, or my personal preferences? I don't know. I guess Mila is right. I should just do the best thing for the company. I guess we can't do the same thing forever. We can also be a visionary company in this process by being one of the first people to sell plant-based products. This is a relatively low investment. With a ramped up marketing campaign and a greater focus, who knows where this could take us in our future. I think we should take this deal.
The skill that is demonstrated in this skit is decision making. This skill is shown in many of the characters' actions in several ways. Jamie, the CEO, is concerned about keeping the company's identity, and he states our brand is meat, real meat. He feels very strongly that Protein Power Plates needs to have real meat options, and this poses conflict with his sister Mila, the CMO, who believes that adding plant-based options is a great idea and may attract new customers. This sets the stage for the conflict and tension with Mila, who sees their competitors adding vegan and vegetarian menu options.
Mila listens carefully to Jamie's points. She responds with, "But sales are flattening, Jamie. All our competitors are offering a vegetarian and vegan option, and growth in the industry is starting to outspace ours. We need to consider it. She brings data trends up and shows the demand for plant-based products is increasing. This persuasion allows her to persuade Jamie to meet with Indira and helps him see change as a good thing.
Ginny contributes and stays neutral with his perspective. He states, I've talked to Indira and we could do a trial if we wanted to. This comment helps to provide a middle ground by introducing the idea of a trial with less risk. In addition, this helps with some of the tension by showing that the team does not need to make a definite decision yet, but that they can test the product out. This helps Jamie, the CEO, feel better too, because as someone who doesn't want to change, it's not as big of a risk.
Olga does express skepticism about the practicality of adding plant-based options, saying it would take me a few weeks to work out the recipes, but it's doable. Olga does not completely shut down the whole idea of adding plant-based options, but shows concern about making sure the workforce is prepared and can adapt to this change. In addition, Olga is concerned about making sure that there is no cross-contamination between adding a plant-based alternative into a kitchen that is used to having real meat.
The team eventually agrees on a compromise that addresses both Jamie's concerns and Mila's desire for growth. Jamie, though hesitant, agrees to a trial period with V-Burger, saying, I still have reservations, but this seems like a good first step. If Indira agrees, let's give it a try. This statement illustrates Jamie's willingness to resolve the conflict by testing the idea on a small scale rather than making a hasty decision. The trial allows them to assess whether plant-based burgers could be successful without fully committing to a long-term partnership.
In this video, our group displays the skill of decision-making throughout the skit, involving the team members of Protein Power Plates and V-Burger. The team is faced with the decision of whether or not to introduce a new line of plant-based meat products with a partnership with the company V-Burger. The skit shows the decision wasn't made easily and it took time. The Protein Power Plates team collaborated on the decision, carefully considering each member's unique perspective. By systematically working through the decision-making steps, the team was able to effectively determine whether to accept the deal. We believe the skit accurately portrays effective decision-making because it showcases a structured, multifaceted approach to a significant business challenge. Protein Power Plate's exploration of the vegan meat line demonstrates key elements: opportunity identification, recognizing the growth market through research and analysis, evaluating potential options, adaptability, reevaluating after initial results, collaborative decision-making, sharing perspectives and voting, and individual responsibility, Jamie's final informed choice. The skit highlights the importance of not just making a decision, but making a well-informed one by considering data, diverse viewpoints, and personal values. By consistently applying these principles, we believe the skit authentically reflects the process of navigating complex business decisions and ultimately contributing to the company's future success through strategic choices.
The team was faced with the decision on whether or not to go through with the 1-year, $500,000 deal with V-Burger. They did a vote, but Jamie was the swinging vote, and he needed more time to think it over. The CEO, Jamie, was against the idea throughout the skit, but then gets persuaded and more interested when he really investigates it. Jamie was left with the decision to make the deal or not, and he ultimately decides to take it.
Jamie overcomes his ego and some of his beliefs that were blinding his judgment. He made a decision that would be better for the company even though it is at a time when it isn't popular and is new to him. He effectively evaluates the situation and makes a decision that will be better for himself and the company.